What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on YouTube shit. Hey man, we are Lit the cheese man, turn. Change up every day. Straight outside. Big crib in the game, outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia, do a thing, and Texas stand the fuck up. These days, no be better version 7. Never son bring down, so back. Never son tell you are about to step in the position and belong. Let's stay humble, let's go revolution on the movement. King y'all right first. Coming to this Black Hebrew Israelite as a real Jew, we out here. Alright, boom. Today, two motherfucking day. Straight outside. Big crib in the game, outside shit, man. Gang. Yo, turn. Gang. So, y'all know it's been kind of crazy for 2026, man. A lot of drama, a lot of breakups, a lot of cheating, a lot of bullshit. So, we been getting straight through it, though. We got, beef. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, man. You know what I'm saying? People want this beef so fucking bad, bro. I don't know why, bro. We got Stefon Diggs, his court case, and what's going on to make him go to court with the strangulation with the female. And Offsett, I don't know if they trying to get back together. Y'all know how I'm saying no, but you never know. We got him giving her balloons. They following each other on social media. So we finna check. It looked like since Cardi B done got on this tour, shit been getting kind of crazy again.
Now hold on, because this one got the internet looking at Nicki Minaj's little sister real funny.
Thoughts, baby girl? It's your girl, Minaj. You already know how it go, how it be. I can't do my fucking shit, whether it's good, whether it's bad.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking with them. Because why is Bing Lee out here getting spotted at Cardi B's concert? In the middle of all people, all places, and all fan bases, knowing good and well the history between Cardi and her half-sister Nicki is one of the messiest female rap beefs ever. And now fans are saying one thing loud and clear. Bing Lee is weird. So boom, Ming Lee, who is Nicki Minaj's younger half-sister, was recently spotted at Cardi B's Little Miss Drama tour stop in Houston. And the internet wasted zero time turning it into a full-blown conversation. Because this is not just, oh, she went to a concert. Nah. People instantly took it as, why are you over there? Why are you in Cardi's section?
That's kind of weird. They like Christian Rock and her sister. I got Christian Rock's sister. They be beefing, don't they?
Why are you looking like you're having a time of your life when everybody know your sister and Cardi got years of tension, fan wars, diss records, sneak shots, and straight up chaos behind them? And this is why social media started going off. Some people saying, let's be real, Ming is grown, she can go wherever she wants.
Yeah, but I mean, you going to your sister, I'm insane.
Connected to Nicki Minaj.
They're like my sister or somebody being friends with my aunt.
Hear that started calling her strange, messy, a clout chaser, and even saying she wanted attention for putting herself into a position where she knew people would talk.
Anyone that's been hating on me, y'all can really go suck your mother scorn.
Then you had other reactions basically saying, not everybody around stars carries the same beef. She's her own person. she's obviously a fan. And others are saying, no, this is weird. Like, you know exactly how this looks. So now the internet is split right down the middle. But then Ming made it louder when she basically addressed the backlash and made it clear she is not about to have the internet bully her and pretending she didn't enjoy herself.
I didn't even know Nicki Minaj had a sister. I see she didn't get no BBL or ass shot. And he has a kid. That's how Nicki Minaj looked before she got shit.
She pretty much said she went to the concert, had a great time, and people can be mad all they want.
Yeah, Cardi B.
Y'all can't do shit. What's hello, me.
Because she don't care. And that is what really made people mad. Because now in the eyes of a lot of Nicki Minaj fans, this was not just a random appearance. Now it looks like Ming was standing on it. So instead of the moment dying down, it actually made people talk even more.
Damn, who need enemies when you got family head ass? Shit. This should be wild in a bitch, man. You think people gonna stay loyal to your ass? You just slam your ass out.
Yeah, they like, they chilling on the back. Hey guys. Patty Duke is on the back.
Nigga be saying blood thicker than water. Yeah, alright. Let one of the motherfucking blood have a parasite in that bitch. Shit is crazy,
Y'all
man.
think she look like me?
She low-key kind of do. You know, you just glossed up. And more thicker.
Got the like the same sexy features. Yeah. That bone structure stuff. Oh, it's only one Nicki Minaj girlfriend, okay?
Damn.
So, y'all.
That's fuck. That's shade.
We wanted to say.
Yeah, that's shade like a motherfucker.
Wanted to say hi.
Nigga, that's shade like a motherfucker.
Why I don't see the comments? I think it was you can scroll down. What you done did? Oh my god. Shit. Why would I come to Toronto right now, man?
Nicki Minaj do be kind of shady, dude.
Good night and goodbye.
Now, what made it even crazier is Cardi decided to respond, and Cardi's response is what made this story even more interesting.
I did saw the chatter from yesterday. It was pretty loud.
But you be saying,
I don't even. You know what? I don't even know what to say about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what to say about that. Like, I feel like that young lady. I feel like she needs like guidance. I feel like she just. I don't know. She needs guidance. She's a young girl. I'm not gonna play somebody. Like, if somebody comes to see me and there's no issue, I don't want to play nobody in their face and try to be funny if they're not on that type of timing. It just doesn't get you nowhere. I feel like kindness and kindness, not being petty, because I'm not even on that petty timing neither. Like, I feel like life right now is so beautiful, and I feel like being kind has taken me. I've been so kind, and I just been like thinking before I react and stuff like that. And I feel like that, I feel like that's paying off. I feel like it's paying off. Like, sometimes I be wanting to blow up because I be getting so mad at I be like, you know what? Just whatever, Cardi. Before you curse somebody out, just walk away. Or like, you know, like,
yeah, because
like I said,
no, I need no lawsuit.
Somebody come, you know, like, I'm not gonna play somebody in their face in person and stuff. And plus, I'm not gonna be beefing and doing the most with somebody that I don't know. They're 19 years old, 18 years old. I don't know. Like, I'm too grown for that, and I feel like I'm too blessed for that. Like, I don't want to play it close though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play it close because I don't want to be involved in none of that that drama. I don't want to be involved with nothing. I don't think that girl's on drama time. I just feel like she's a young kid. You know what I'm saying? Young kids, they need guidance. They need, like, I don't know what they're looking for. Unfortunately, I can't give it because it's just too much.
So Cardi kind of played the middle lane.
That's insane. She shaded the fuck out of
exploit this girl, but
Nicki
I do
Minaj.
see somebody young.
She need guidance.
Direction.
Bitch, she got Nicki Minaj. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's why this story's going viral, because this is not really just about the concert.
Insane.
It's about optics. It's about loyalty, and it's really about family ties. And it's about how fans treat rap beefs like real gang politics. Because in normal life, somebody going to a concert should not be some giant scandal. But when your sister is Nicki Minaj,
nigga, you can't go to
the
concert.
On stage is Cardi B.
That's your op.
There's no such thing as a casual appearance. Everything means something. So now the internet is left debating one big question.
That's like
was Ming Lee simply living her best life and refusing the big size, or was this a weird move
partners going to an NBA
messy history between Cardi B and her sister Nicki Minaj? And did Cardi handle it the right way by keeping some distance and showing
she shaded the fuck out of Nicki Minaj, bitch.
Chapter in a fan war that never really ends.
Damn.
Blood relation. What God has given to me is mine. You have to go and get your own. You have to discover whatever it is that you're great at. Being a mooch and a clown. Don't.
Damn. You know, niggas be loving beef, man. Niggas be creating beef out thin air, nigga. Like, nigga want Cardi B and Nicki Minaj the beef so fucking bad is insane.
This is one of those stories that sounds wild, but the timeline is moving too messy for anybody
Cardi
to
B
act
destroyed
like it's
the
confirmed.
That's all. Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cardi B.
So according to reports floating around, TMZ type of energy, Cardi B allegedly went berserk. During an SNL rehearsal because of a weekend update of a Nicki Minaj joke. They're claiming she got emotional, ran out crying, and even broke a production screen. And allegedly threatened to walk out and flung her phone, damaging the backstage monitor. But here's where it gets tricky. People immediately start calling cap. Because if Cardi really crashed out like that in 2026, be honest. You think it wouldn't be trending in 10 different angles, audio leaks, crew whispers, something. And then boom, you got somebody in the comments like, I was there, she didn't break anything, the lies. So now it's like, okay.
Yeah, I told y'all niggas be on Nicki Minaj and Cardi B to be so bad.
Like a normal human, and they trying to dress it up like a huge meltdown.
Don't play with me. Casey, let me about this show. You can't play with me. No, that's exactly.
Because even the parody accounts are joking like she didn't break anything, but she did go on a rant. So the internet basically is split now into two different groups. One, Cardi crashed out. Two, SNL rumor mill. Y'all love fake news. And what makes this even crazier is Cardi's energy lately is not giving, I'm hiding from rumors. It's giving, let them talk. Cardi basically responding like, all these little random stories, F it, let them talk.
And the same. Insane.
Let them come to the ball. Translation, say what you want, I'm outside. And that's the other part. Cardi is on a world tour, booked, busy, and shows looking sold out. And yes, she's in her performance bag.
You watching the game?
So imagine you're allegedly melting down at SNL, but then you're clapping back at the internet, turning up on stage and moving like none of this touch you. Yeah, that's why people are skeptical.
Right? Yeah. I think people going to Georgia or something. They people going to Georgia or something. Yeah. Yeah.
And then, as if the SNL rumors weren't enough, Cardi had to address a whole government official and political commentator type trying to drag her name into propaganda-style mess tied to Cardi versus Nicki internet war.
Yeah, Nicki, say what people lie! Do not lie!
Basically, Cardi is like, show me where I'm affiliated with what you're accusing me of, calling out the conspiracy talk and making it clear that she's not letting people attach her to some bot hoax storyline like it's facts. So now the vibe is Cardi is dealing with two lanes at once. Lane 1, entertainment rumors, SNL crash out. Lane 2, bigger internet wars. Don't play with my name with fake affiliation. And if I'm gonna be real, if the SNL thing was 100% believable, Cardi B would have probably addressed it directly. Because Cardi is not shy online. The fact that she's basically saying, let them talk, is either A, she doesn't care because it's nonsense, or B, it's half true, exaggerated, and she's not feeding it.
For some reason, I'm getting tried. Even when I'm not saying nothing, even when I'm not doing nothing. And it's just like, I be telling people, like, it's like, yo, I really be avoiding it. And it's like, do drama chase me? Or am I just the drama?
I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm starting to understand why Cardi B decided to call the album Am I the Drama? But what do you guys think? Was this real behind-the-scenes moment that got wildly exaggerated? Or is this just the internet trying to remix the Cardi versus Nicki into another fake headline? So drop a comment right now. SNL cap or SNL true? Oh yeah, and it wouldn't be fair if we didn't include the previous time that Cardi B crashed out backstage and totally denied it.
She been denying beef and shit. I mean, sometimes, man, people just... Oh, yeah.
The only thing I said was my outfit, honey.
But she would lie to make her to sound kind of good.
The only thing I said was my outfit, honey.
You never know.
We're so great.
So, we got Stefon Diggs headed into court. This shit getting crazy, man. And I heard that he got released by the Patriots. Nigga, let's be honest. Did anybody in their fucking mama ever think the Patriots gonna make it to the Super Bowl this year? Not a damn chance in hell, nigga. I don't know how they did that shit, nigga, because, like, that just show you how bad the league looking, the NFL, because how the fuck you let the Patriots make it to the Super Bowl? That's infeasible, implausible, bitch. Infallible.
Tell him I couldn't get it through.
And the problem about paying the chef hush money on to shut the fuck up, she gonna extort that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, why would you put your hands on this bitch and she staying with you and she working for you? That's kind of crazy, nigga. And it's kind of suck because, you know what I'm saying, you can't kick somebody out, really, unless you get like a court order. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless the nigga decide to leave and say, fuck it. You can't kick nobody out without a court order. Legally. Anyway. Unless you get some goons in that bitch and fuck some shit up. I don't know why the fuck he went back with his baby mama is insane, nigga. That's gotta be stupid as hell. That gotta be the dumbest shit ever. Like, real talk. I don't care if your baby mama, your ex, nigga. Ain't no going backwards, nigga. What the hell? What are they talking about, nigga? Especially if it's some bozo shit. Niggas really be fumbling. But you know, Stefon Diggs, he rich as hell. I don't know if football money on and rapper money on. I think football money on is they get paid more than rappers. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, this nigga strong as hell. This nigga strong as hell. If he did strangle that bitch. He's strong as hell, bitch. Man, what y'all think they gonna try to do with that nigga? If they gonna try to make that nigga, cause he already lost his job playing football and shit. Damn, him and his brother got traded. His brother got kicked off from the team, and that's fucked up. That's kind of crazy. Sauce Gardner and motherfucking Trayvon Diggs. Yeah, got fucking kicked from their team. And you remember they was having that big ass battle? Oh yeah. Who's the best quarterback? Sauce Gardner or Trayvon Diggs? Nigga. At the end of the day, bitch, they got rid of both of them motherfuckers. I think he went to Green. They say he going to Green Bay or some shit. Which, man, Green Bay looking like trash anyway. You know? But that's how it goes, man. Do I still think that's a bozo move? Dallas got rid of Parsons? Most definitely. Cause it just shows you how fragile Jerry Jones' ego is. You know, when you broke halftime, nigga, you kind of gotta deal with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you build up thick skin. When you rich as hell, nigga, they ego be so fucking fragile, nigga. Like, They really think everybody is replaceable, bitch. Cause they got billions and billions of dollars. Man, you know them court days, man, be so fucking stressful, nigga. You really don't know what's going on. Then you gotta get them lawyers, nigga. That shit be feeling like school, nigga. Like when you in breakfast and shit. You know who you in breakfast and shit? You gotta wake up extra early in the morning, gotta put some good clothes on, looking good for school and breakfast, eating shit. But the only thing you eat is motherfucking jail food, you get convicted.
All persons have anything to do with the article.
Ugly ass, just like this the 1800s and shit.
Within a protocol hall, draw near, give your attendance, and you shall be heard. God, to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, this honorable court is now in session. You may be seated. Please remain quiet at the court. Thank you.
Man, shut the fuck up. Still talking, bitch. Head ass. Pussy asses. Tell me shut the fuck up. Maybe would have been there, got kicked out that motherfucker. Real talk.
Good morning, 88 True Virtue for the Commonwealth. Good morning, brother.
Hit that off of Don't Be Menace. When that nigga, what's that name? Two-Pick or some shit. Flew into that cop car. You know you done fucked up, right? Hell no. I think Cardi B had to get away from this shit what's going on because they're trying to end this nigga. That's a fact.
Please stay away and have no contact with the victim. That includes third-party contact. Please be advised if you violate the terms of the release or if you commit a new criminal offense, your penance in this case. Your bail of personal recognizance could be revoked. You can be held without bail for up to 90 days. That's April 1st at 9 certain. DC probation to the police. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, they just like checking in and shit. Shout out to NFL icon worldwide. We got Stefon Diggs apologizing in court for assault on females. So we finna see what's really going on, man. What happened?
Stefon Diggs was arraigned and pled not guilty today on a strangulation charge. And he's been released on personal recognizance.
Stefon Diggs stood before a judge, pleading not guilty to a strangulation charge involving his female private chef. Released on personal recognizance, the star wide receiver now faces intense scrutiny as details from that night begin to surface. But it's what happened inside that courtroom that has everyone talking. Let's break it down. The arraignment. On the morning of February 13th, 2026, Stefon Diggs walked into Dedham District Court in Dedham, Massachusetts. The time was about 9 a.m. Eastern. He faced one felony count of strangulation or suffocation under Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 265, Section 15D, and one misdemeanor count of assault and battery under Chapter 265, Section 13A. The felony carries up to 5 years in state prison. The misdemeanor carries up to 2.5 years in the House of Correction or a fine. The charges came from the Dedham Police Department, filed on December 29th, 2025. They stem from an alleged incident on December 2nd, 2025 at Diggs' residence in Dedham involving a dispute with his former personal chef. This arraignment was not supposed to happen on this date. It was originally scheduled for January 2026, but Diggs' legal team requested a postponement to allow him to participate in the NFL playoffs, which culminated in the Patriots' appearance in Super Bowl LX on February 8th, 2026. The Patriots lost that game to the Seattle Seahawks, 29-13. The court granted the delay and people noticed. A man facing a felony strangulation charge got his court date pushed back so he could play football.
Nigga, that's my ass nigga. They would have put out a big
Imagine using your social capital for a man who had his court date pushed back so he can make it to the Super Bowl and then lose.
That comment was directed at Cardi B, but it captures how the public felt about the whole arrangement. A court date moved for a football game that ended in a loss.
You had a court date pushed back for the crime that you did against a woman, pushed back to lose.
Now, the arraignment itself lasted somewhere between 1 and 5 minutes. That is normal for this type of hearing. No evidence gets presented, no witnesses get called. The whole point is to enter a plea, set conditions of release, and schedule the next date. Diggs showed up in formal attire. He was accompanied by his attorneys, including Mitchell Schuster and possibly Sarah Silva, who had recently joined the defense team. 2 of his prior attorneys withdrew from the case on February 12, 2026, just 1 day before the arraignment. The presiding judge was John Marie Carroll. The courtroom was described as tiny. Diggs' attorney entered a plea of not guilty to both charges on his behalf. That is standard procedure at arraignment. The judge released Diggs on personal recognizance, meaning no bail, no money posted. He just had to agree to show up for future court dates. The judge issued a no-contact order, prohibiting Diggs from any direct or indirect communication with the alleged victim, including through third parties. The courtroom exchange, as captured by WCVB-TV's coverage, went like this. The judge told Diggs the matter would be continued until April 1st, 2026, at 9 a.m.
Okay, April then?
She laid out the conditions. Stay away. No contact with the victim. No third-party contact. She warned him that if he violated those terms or committed a new offense, his recognizance could be revoked, and he could be held without bail for up to 90 days. Diggs' attorney said, "Thank you, Your Honor." That was it. Session over.
The lawyer for Stefon Diggs outside of Dedham District Court today after Stefon Diggs was arraigned and pled not guilty today.
And then came the statement outside the courthouse. Diggs did not talk to the media. His attorney, Mitchell Schuster, spoke briefly. Courthouse. Diggs did not talk to the media. His attorney, Mitchell Schuster, spoke briefly to reporters.
On a strangulation charge, and he's been released on personal recognizance.
Schuster told reporters that Diggs is completely innocent of these false allegations that have been alleged against him, and we're confident that after the facts and evidence are reviewed in this case, he will be completely exonerated. But to understand the full weight of what Diggs was facing in that courtroom, you need to know what allegedly happened on December 2nd, 2025. The December 2nd incident. The events at the center of this case trace back to a single evening at Stefon Diggs' residence in Dedham, Massachusetts, December 2nd, 2025, the day before the Patriots were scheduled to play the New York Giants, a game they would go on to win 24-17. According to the Dedham Police Department incident report, the trouble between Diggs and his private chef had been simmering for weeks before it allegedly boiled over into something physical. The chef, whose identity remains protected under Massachusetts victim privacy laws, was a female culinary specialist based in the Boston area. She had over 8 years in the industry focusing on customized meal plans for professional athletes and celebrities. She operated under her own
Why are you
business
staying with
entity
niggas
and held
though?
certifications in nutrition coaching
You could got
from
your
the
own
National
apartment
Academy
with
of
that type
Sports
of work.
Medicine. She was hired by Diggs sometime in November 2025 under a verbal seasonal contract. No formal written document has been mentioned in any filing. The arrangement was live-in, meaning she stayed at the Dedham residence to prepare daily meals tailored to Diggs' training regimen. Her compensation reportedly included a monthly stipend estimated at around $5,000, plus groceries and living expenses covered by Diggs. On top of that, Diggs allegedly promised an
give me an
unspecified
apartment
investment
in the
her personal
location
business,
and like
what she
then we
described
can cook
as
the shit. I
seed
could
money
like a
to
job,
help
bitch.
expand her
Pay for my
services.
apartment
By
living,
late
bitch.
November, the relationship
in the
between
food,
employer and employee was fracturing.
You
The
rich as
chef
hell,
claimed
bitch.
non-payment for her work that month and the unfulfilled business investment. Police records indicate she provided evidence of prior communications where Diggs had assured payment, but no specific contract documents were attached to the report. On December 2nd, the dispute intensified through text messages exchanged throughout the morning and afternoon. The chef was in her assigned bedroom at the residence. The texts, as excerpted in the police report, revolved around her demands for payment and her threats to leave. She reportedly texted Diggs, "You will be paying me out for the season and the money you said you would give me for my business. Wasted my time being here because you got a circus going on.
See, that's why
I'm
you
out of your
can't.
life." Diggs allegedly responded with messages including, "I won't be paying you, so cool," and "F, I
And they
look
got them
like
gay
me, you
allegations
paying
and shit.
another chef sick, so," and "I don't got to do a MF thing." The verbal conflict was escalating rapidly through those screens, each message ratcheting the tension higher and higher, pushing both parties deeper into a confrontation that neither seemed willing to back down from. Then, according to the complainant's sworn statement in the police affidavit, the dispute moved from digital to physical. Around 8:00 p.m. that evening, shortly after Diggs returned home from team activities, the chef says he entered her unlocked bedroom without knocking. She claims he approached her aggressively, slapped her across the face with an open hand, causing immediate pain
Pimp
and
slapped her
redness.
ass.
When she attempted to resist by pushing him away, Diggs allegedly wrapped his arm around her neck in a chokehold using the crook of his elbow,
put that bitch in a
applying pressure
headlock.
that restricted her breathing and induced fear of losing
I'll
consciousness.
show you a
She described
motherfucker,
struggling
bitch.
for air, trying to pry his arm away while
Well,
he
he thought this
reportedly
was
tightened his grip and
1960s.
said
Nigga
words
thought he
to
was
the
gonna come out
effect
that
of,
bitch
"You
with a
think you can
fucking
just
purple
leave
suit
without
on with
signing
a
anything?"
bitch. Shut
She
that bitch
estimated
ass
that
up and
this
cook,
phase
bitch.
lasted approximately 30 to
It
45
don't work
seconds.
like
Diggs
that,
then
unfortunately, no
allegedly
more, my
threw
boy.
her onto the bed, released her, and
Nigga,
said,
some
"Thought
bitches
so,"
anyway.
before walking out of the room.
Personal chef working for Diggs claims there was some sort of a dispute
Some of them
over
hood
her
bitches like
fee.
that crazy
That claim
shit.
about the fee is central. This
Yeah.
was, at its core, a money fight that the chef says turned violent.
Claims that Diggs first smacked her in the face, second basically put her in a chokehold.
The police report notes that the complainant
That
experienced
bitch in the
shortness of
headlock.
breath, fear for her life, and visible redness on her upper chest area. But she did not seek immediate medical attention. She did not photograph the marks. No other household members were mentioned as present or aware of the incident. There was no security footage cited, no audio recordings, and no
Smart man.
third-party verifications included in the initial report.
I ain't got no
Immediately
cameras
preceding
nowhere,
the
bitch.
alleged physical altercation, the chef claimed that Diggs had demanded she sign a non-disclosure agreement as a prerequisite for receiving any further payments, which she refused. She viewed it as
You
an
should have
attempt
been
to
done gave her
silence
that
her about
shit.
the employment issues. This demand was reportedly made via text
Wait,
earlier in the day.
8 years.
The police narrative frames the
8 years
altercation
later,
as a
hit ass.
direct outgrowth of her refusal to sign. The chef did not go to the police that night. She did not go the next day or the day after that. She went to the Dedham Police Department on December 16, 2025,
Money
2
on
full
grab.
weeks later. She initially expressed hesitation about pressing charges, citing concerns over career repercussions in the personal services industry. Then, on December 23rd,
She thinking
2025,
her friends
she
in her head,
confirmed her
bitch.
intent to
He
proceed.
slapped
The
you?
criminal complaint was
Nigga,
filed
that's
on
a
December
dirty
29,
nigga.
2025, and the story
Run
broke
his
to the public
pockets.
shortly
Glass
after.
friends all
She
up in her
told
ear.
police she had trouble breathing. That's where the felony strangulation charge comes from.
When the news broke, Diggs' lawyers were in court the same day trying to keep the police report from going public.
And yesterday, his lawyers were trying to keep the police report secret. That didn't work because by the middle of the afternoon, the police report was everywhere. They were reading it on the radio in Boston.
So the report got out, and the public got to read every detail of what the chef alleged happened that night in that bedroom. And that brings us to what happened after December 2nd. The texts, the calls, and the NDA that kept coming up over and over again.
Granger knows.
NDA that kept coming up over and over again. The aftermath, texts, calls, and the NDA. The alleged assault on December 2nd was not the end of the communication between Stefon Diggs and his
Oh, he
private
was still
chef.
texting
According to the
her.
Dedham
Man,
Police Department's incident report and
Stefon Diggs, you
related
gotta
court
be crazy
filings,
as
the
hell.
trail of text messages, a
You
reported
don't
phone
text
call
this
from a
bitch
third
talking all
party,
this shit online.
continued
You gotta
references to a
meet up in
non-disclosure
person or
agreement,
shit.
and a
I can't
troubling
even say
picture
call it
of
because
what
they
the
recording
prosecution would
phone
later
calls these days.
characterize as a pattern of intimidation. These communications have become some of the most heavily contested pieces of evidence in this entire case, and the battle over what they mean and whether they are even authentic will likely define where this thing goes from here. The text messages, as excerpted in the police report, began almost immediately after the alleged incident and stretched into the
Yeah, they got
following
text
days.
messages,
The
man.
complainant
I don't know,
alleged that
bro.
shortly after Diggs left her room on December 2nd, she received
She might
messages
get a payday
pressuring
for
her
this
to
shit.
remain silent.
She
One
might
key
quit her
exchange
job.
included her reiterating
Hit the
demands
shutter
for
strap in
payment,
the
to which
OnlyFans
Diggs
girl.
reportedly responded with, "You
Retire the
ain't
bitch
getting
from
nothing
OnlyFans. You don't
until
retire
you
white
sign,"
bitches from
a message
OnlyFans.
she
Just get that
interpreted
bitch on
as
the
directly
track and
linking
keep her
her
running.
compensation to the signing of a
Nigga retiring
non-disclosure agreement.
OnlyFans hoes.
Another message from
And
Diggs
they white.
allegedly
Come on,
stated,
bro.
"Don't make this bigger than it is," which
Young
the chef
hoes,
claimed was a thinly
especially.
veiled threat delivered in the shadow of the physical confrontation that had just
That bitch
occurred.
that
The
get
police
her
report
shit
lists at
pounded
least
every
5
day,
such
bitch. What
texts
you
in
talking
total,
about?
2 from the complainant expressing her intent to leave and seek legal recourse, and 3 from Diggs refusing payment and insisting on confidentiality. These were submitted to police on December 16, 2025, during her initial report, provided via screenshots from her work phone. But the time was directly linking her
Damn, my bad.
compensation to the in the shadow of the physical confrontation
This phone
that
sound
just occurred.
sensitive,
The
bitch.
police report lists at least 5 such texts in total, 2 from the complainant expressing her intent to leave and seek legal recourse, and 3 from Diggs refusing payment and insisting on confidentiality. These were submitted to police on December 16, 2025, during her initial report, provided via screenshots from her work phone, but the timestamps were not fully preserved in the report, creating a significant gap that the defense has seized upon with aggressive determination. Diggs' attorneys have motioned for full forensic access to the chef's phone, arguing that the provided excerpts deliberately omit context that would show mutual agreement discussions rather than coercion. The defense specifically claims that any references to signing documents pertain to a standard employment separation agreement, the kind of paperwork that routinely accompanies the end
You're
of a
supposed to
personal
already
services
have it.
arrangement, and not an NDA designed to suppress information about an assault. At the February 13th arraignment, the defense successfully motioned for the alleged victim to turn over text messages from December 2nd, 2025, claiming some had been altered or deleted to support her narrative. This motion signals that the battle over the authenticity and completeness of these texts will be a central theater of war when the case moves to the pretrial hearing on April 3rd. Then there's the phone call. According to the complainant's sworn statement,
them hoes got no type of
on December
movement. Them
3rd,
hoes
2025,
stiff as
the very
fuck,
next day
nigga.
after the alleged assault,
Motherfucker,
Diggs'
put them hoes in the
girlfriend placed a
fryer,
call
nigga.
to the chef lasting approximately 10 minutes. The chef was still at the residence at the time, packing her belongings to leave. The girlfriend reportedly urged her not to pursue charges, saying things like, "You don't need to do all this, it's not that big of a deal," and suggesting the matter could be resolved amicably with payment if she dropped any complaints. The chef described this call as an attempt to dissuade her from reporting, and she believed it was coordinated with Diggs himself. The morning after you allegedly put your hands on someone, your girlfriend calls that person and tells them to let it go. That is what the prosecution is working with here. But this piece of evidence has a significant problem. No call logs or recordings were provided in the initial police report. The account relies solely on the chef's recollection. Police notes indicate that officers attempted to verify the call through carrier records, but found no immediate matches. Though subpoenas for phone data were issued after charges were filed, Diggs' legal team has denied any such call occurred, and the no-contact order issued at the February 13th arraignment prohibits third-party communications going forward. The NDA
Luckily, they ain't got no
has become
video
the most
proof.
persistent
If it
threat
was video
running
proof,
through
he
the
would be
entire
cooked right
case.
now. But I
The
mean, the
complainant
message is
stated
still
in her
kind of crazy
affidavit
already.
that Diggs first proposed a non-disclosure agreement via text on November 30th,
Yeah.
2025, 2 days before the incident, as a condition for releasing funds he owed her. She refused. After the alleged assault, this demand allegedly intensified, with Diggs texting on the evening of December 2nd, "Sign the papers and you'll get your money." She claimed no physical NDA document was ever presented to her. Instead, it existed as a verbal and texted insistence on confidentiality regarding her employment and any issues at the home. The prosecution referenced this in their summary at the February 13th arraignment, using it to argue a pattern of control, positioning the financial dispute and the alleged violence as 2 branches of the same tree, with Diggs using leverage to keep a former employee quiet. But no draft NDA document has been entered into evidence. The defense has requested dismissal of related intimidation claims, citing the lack of tangible proof.
You don't have a third-party witness. If you don't have visible injuries that can be photographed and preserved,
that observation
Even
speaks
if
to
then,
the
they shit could be
evidentiary
fake.
difficulty that cases like this always present.
because of how famous Stefon Diggs is, it really does make it a he said, she said,
Right.
literally.
The chef's concern about coming forward because of Diggs' fame is noted in the police report. She cited fears of professional blacklisting, a concern that is common in the personal services industry, where your next job often depends on the last
she
person
loses
who
court
works
case, it's
for
over
keeping
for
your
her.
name clean. A 2023
I
survey
mean,
by
it
the
might be
Private Chef
over if
Association
she wins, because you
indicated
know
that
niggas don't want to fuck with her
25%
no
of
more.
members encountered
Because then they'll say
non-payment
she gonna
issues
snitch or she got
showing that
attitude.
disputes like this are not unusual in the field, even if they rarely escalate to criminal charges. And that is exactly where
But
this
that's kind of
case sits
crazy,
right
you know
now,
what I'm saying?
heading into
Living
April.
with
A stack of
the person you
contested text
working for,
messages, an
you know?
unverified phone call, a non-disclosure
That can
agreement
get real
that
kind of
may or may
crazy.
not
You
exist
dig what I'm
in
saying?
any
You gotta
tangible
like,
form,
if
and 2
I
people
work for
telling
somebody, they rich
completely
as hell, bitch,
different
take my
versions of what
apartment
happened in that bedroom. The
and the
April
bills
1st
and bitch,
pretrial
I
hearing will
make
likely
the food
address
and
the
bring it to your ass.
admissibility of
Or
all
I
of it.
go over
But
your
between
house
now
and
and
cook the
then,
shit.
the court of public opinion
Like,
has
other
already
than
been in
staying with
session
somebody?
for weeks, and the NFL has
Hell
been
no.
watching
Because
You're best-selling.
closely.
motherfuckers are crazy.
The NFL, the Patriots, and the career. The charges against Stefon
Hey, that shit
Diggs
might be
landed
over.
in the middle of one of the most consequential stretches of his professional life. When When news broke on December 30th, 2025, the Patriots were surging toward the playoffs. Diggs was performing at a level that had quieted every critic who doubted
he did. He
whether
was.
still
He
had
really
it
was,
in
though.
him
No
after
cap.
tearing his ACL in Houston. And the organization
going
was
crazy.
enjoying its first real
I think like
relevance
700
since the
yards or
Brady
something.
Belichick era ended. The Patriots' response came fast. They issued a statement that read, "The New England Patriots are aware of the accusations that have been made regarding Stefon Diggs. Stefon has informed the organization that he categorically denies the allegations. We support Stefon." Here is what the New England Patriots had to say about the entire
So he
situation.
didn't get
The New England
fired?
Patriots are aware of the accusations that have been made regarding Stefon Diggs. Stefon has informed the organization that he categorically denies the allegations. Those words, "we support Stefon," carried enormous weight. The Patriots were not hedging. They were not distancing themselves. They planted their flag next to Diggs, and they didn't.
The second thing that I think is noteworthy, when they say we support Stefon, they're not going to do anything.
Does he still play for
Had recent
Patriots?
precedent for exactly this kind of situation. When safety Jabril Peppers faced domestic violence accusations, Patriots owner Robert Kraft said if the allegations were true, Peppers was gone. But the team let the process play out. Peppers went to trial, was acquitted, and stayed on the roster.
When Jabril Peppers was accused of domestic violence, Robert Kraft said if the allegations are true, he's gone. Well, they let the process play out through a jury trial
No,
that resulted
I
in
think they
an
ended that
acquittal
nigga.
of Jabril Peppers.
So the playbook was established. Diggs played
Yeah,
in
yeah,
every
they released that
regular
nigga.
season game. He played in every playoff
Due
game.
to salary
He played
cap,
in Super Bowl
allegedly,
LX.
but they-
The NFL did not place him
Yeah,
on the
he-
commissioner
yeah.
exempt list, which would have sidelined him on paid leave pending resolution. The league
Nigga, he
confirmed
might as well
it
try to
was
go to a different.
monitoring
Yeah,
the
it's over for
situation,
him
but
at the
took no
Patriots.
disciplinary action
They
as
released
of
that
February
nigga.
13th, 2026. Under the NFL's personal conduct policy, Commissioner Roger Goodell has broad authority to investigate and impose discipline independently of criminal proceedings. The policy uses a more probable than not standard rather than beyond a reasonable doubt. The league's special counsel for investigations reviews police reports, court documents, and witness statements, and may conduct independent interviews. For a first-time offense involving violence, the baseline suspension is 6 games without pay. For strangulation allegations specifically, precedents suggest longer bans, potentially up to a full season, if substantiated, plus mandatory counseling and fines typically exceeding $50,000 per game missed.
The last part, and I think this is the most important one as it relates to his availability to play in the coming weeks with some important games coming up.
The league chose not to act during the playoffs.
Yeah, it's
That
over.
decision allowed
If
Diggs
you
to
would've
take
won,
the
you could
field
stay,
in
head
the
ass.
biggest game of the year.
Yeah, no, it's
Now,
over.
looking at the bigger picture, this legal situation sits on top
That's
of
kinda
the already
crazy, nigga. If
complicated
he would've
offseason
won,
for Diggs and the Patriots.
he probably
His
could've
career
kept Cardi B.
trajectory has been a winding road of
If that nigga
brilliance,
lost,
frustration,
he lost
and
his job.
reinvention. He was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings in the 5th round of the
He lost fucking Cardi
2015
B.
NFL draft, 146th overall,
That nigga
on a
lost
4-year,
everybody.
$2.5 million rookie deal. He turned himself into a Pro Bowler, delivered the legendary Minneapolis Miracle in the 2017 playoffs, and then forced his way out when he grew dissatisfied with his role. He landed in Buffalo, led the league in receptions and yards in 2020, earned first-team All-Pro honors, and then grew frustrated again. Another trade, this time to Houston, then a torn ACL, then a bounce-back year in New England on a 3-year, $69 million contract with $30 million guaranteed. In the 2025-2026 season, Diggs posted 88 receptions for 1,013 yards and 4 touchdowns, contributing directly to the Patriots' first playoff run in years.
He just had the most productive season for a receiver for this team, right? Came in and was a model citizen when it came to working every day.
But the talk in New England media circles now is not about what Diggs did on the field. It is about whether the Patriots will bring him back at all.
I think the Patriots and Stefon Diggs are headed for a breakup for football reasons this offseason.
Well, that's a different conversation.
Well, it isn't though, because it's all kind of tied together when they take a, big picture look.
His contract has $6 million becoming guaranteed on March 13th, 1 month from the arraignment date. The Patriots reportedly do not want to pay north of $20 million for Diggs next season. If they approach him with a reduced offer, the expectation from people close to the situation is that Diggs will decline.
You're going to sit there and say, if you're Steph Diggs, yeah, I was your best receiver and I did everything you asked of me last year. Sure, I'll take a 50% pay cut after just having a very productive year.
And underneath the contract math, there is the unavoidable reality that the off-field situation factors into every front office conversation.
How have things gone for him off the field? Do we like the fact that he let's say he didn't do this, right? Does it feel to you like he's got his crap together off the field to allow this to happen?
No. The legal case, the contract dispute,
Damn, if
the
he loses
personal
his
life
case, his
drama,
football career
all
might
of it
be over,
converges at
bitch.
the same time for a player entering his mid-30s with a court date on April 1st. And speaking of personal life drama, that brings us to Cardi B, the breakup, and what comes next. The relationship between Cardi B and Stefon Diggs was one of the most visible celebrity pairings of 2025. It began with rumors in October 2024, shortly after Cardi filed for divorce from Offsett for the second time. By June 2025, the couple hard-launched their relationship at an NBA playoff game between the Boston Celtics and New York Knicks, photographed holding hands courtside. Instagram made it official. Through the summer and fall of 2025, Cardi attended Patriots games from luxury suites. Diggs sent extravagant flower arrangements for the release of her album Am I the Drama in September 2025. In November 2025, Cardi gave birth to their son, their first child together, solidifying what appeared to be a committed partnership blending hip-hop royalty with NFL stardom. Through December 2025 and January 2026, even as the assault allegations surfaced publicly, the couple appeared united. Cardi posted supportive content for Diggs during the playoffs. Videos surfaced of them celebrating Patriots wins together. In a January interview, Diggs mentioned that a proposal was on the agenda postseason, which sent engagement rumors spiraling across social media.
Nigga, she heard the chance of that money on getting disappeared, nigga. She said,
Fuck
fuck no, baby.
Then the Super Bowl happened.
Yeah, nigga, I need all that money on,
2026.
nigga.
The Patriots
If you
lost
ain't gonna be
29-13 to the Seattle Seahawks in New Orleans, and almost immediately, the cracks became visible.
She left the Super Bowl right after the halftime performance from Bad Bunny, which she was a part of. We saw her stretching
Why
for about
the fuck
2
would you
seconds.
bring your baby mama to the fucking
She
Super
stretched on
Bowl?
stage for about 2 seconds.
Are you
and then she was
fucking
gone.
stupid?
When she was asked about does she have anything to say to Stefon before the big game, and she said good luck and turned
Nigga, I
around.
ain't gonna care, nigga. I would be on my P's and Q's, nigga. What are we talking about?
University of Phoenix.
No, I don't like no weak nigga shit, but I would be on my P's and Q's. Like, what the hell are we talking about? Nigga, why the fuck? Stefon Diggs, he talking to too many hoes, nigga. You gotta be crazy
Fans
hell.
noticed mutual unfollows on Instagram, the unmistakable modern signal that a celebrity relationship has reached its breaking point. Photos were removed, stories were deleted. Entertainment Tonight reported sources confirming a recent split, noting it may not be permanent and could be temporary due to stress from the Super Bowl loss.
I think he was thinking about all the damn kids she got. She got like 4 kids now. She like, nigga, I can't take
Diggs posted
care of 4 kids
quotes about heartbreak and turned off
and then take care of these other 2, 3 kids I got. He was like, nigga,
reflecting on the Super Bowl without tagging or mentioning Diggs.
That gotta been something deeper than just a fucking, like, I don't know, yeah.
Anonymous
I don't know.
sources allege that Diggs was seen
It's kinda
in
crazy, bro.
compromising situations at the Patriots team hotel with another woman, identified in reports only as
if you're in a serious ass relationship, you can't talk to your ex, nigga.
Offsett.
That's a fact.
Purported leaked DM screenshot attributed to
That shit
Diggs
dead.
circulated via the Shade Room and Dumois reportedly included him writing, "She knew what this life was. No ring, no official title means no full weight on certain things."
So this man has not given you as much as you gave him. We don't see him hyping you up. Matter of fact, when he was asked about
the public reaction was volcanic. X trends like Jair Cardi B Diggs breakup and Dyer Diggs fumble accumulated millions of impressions. 50 Cent
I think he did fumble. Cause who the fuck is his baby mama? Somebody know his fucking baby mama?
With a laughing emoji.
That bitch is basic as hell. Look at that basic ass bitch.
Who needed to move on. While Diggs
he kind of look like fucking
history of reconciliation.
Black China head ass. But bro, come on,
were
man.
out here standing next to a person that was accused and was charged with
she was
a
sticking up
very
for the
serious
nigga. I
crime.
understand. She said, no, I'm not gonna talk. She was sticking up for the nigga. This nigga gotta be goofy as fuck, nigga.
Cardi had publicly stood beside a man facing felony
she was standing beside the nigga.
cheered for him in the
This
snow
nigga
at Gillette
goofy as
Stadium,
hell.
lent him the gravitational pull of her celebrity during a period when scrutiny was at its highest.
I was severely disappointed. And I'm even more disappointed that the only time now we're getting you discarding him is after he's lost this game.
Yeah, that's
The timing of the breakup, immediately after the Super Bowl loss, not after the assault charges, became its own source of criticism.
Stefon
The
Diggs
charges were
goofy
not
as
enough
fuck.
to walk away, but the loss was. People
Cardi B
noticed
crazy as hell
Whatever
for
the
like even
excuse
motherfucking.
is, maybe
She was cheating on
you felt
fucking
some
Offset
type
the
of
whole
way
damn time. So I mean,
because he brung
ain't like Cardi B was
the
like 100%
alleged
in the right
mistress
anyway.
of Offset named Pre to the field and flew out one of the baby mamas there, and the involvement of Cree at the Super Bowl added another layer of disrespect to the entire situation, with the alleged former mistress of Cardi's ex-husband now photographed at the very event Cardi had supported Diggs through. As commentators pointed out, these are the details that make this breakup feel less like a mutual parting and more like a spectacle designed to humiliate. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.
So we got Offset and Cardi B. They trying to get back together. Y'all know I say that's the kind of the craziest thing ever. Like, but hey, who knows?
Speaking of for the most part in entertainment, Cardi
Shout out
B
to
and Offset, man. Now these two, ever since
real
the Super Bowl, it looks like she's been all over the social media. It seems everything that she got going on. You follow?
Shout out to real
You know what I'm
celebrities.
saying? And she's been on her was it Little Miss Drama? Am I the Drama or something? Whatever her tour is called.
Yeah.
Okay, a Little Miss Drama, I think it's called. She's on her tour, and here's the thing: she's been recorded for having done a lot of things on her tour. You know what I'm saying? She was in a robot suit. Okay?
They say they spot her in different
passionate
countries.
love to a chair, which couldn't take it and fell over and fell asleep. You know what I'm saying? She blamed the government for that, and even everybody knows it was the her backside. But never mind all of that. Now on her Little Miss Drama tour, she was seen dancing seductively, right? And in front of her security guard, and the security guard, well, I mean, he almost crashed out. Do we have even a clip? Let's see if we can find a clip of it. Take a look real quick.
Damn, nigga! The hell? Ain't no damn way I'll be out here looking like. The hell?
Oh boy, it's so low brain activity. I can't wait till this era of like the BBLs is over, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so simple minded. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just, I mean, I guess it's part of the entertainment piece, right? But I just feel like don't it seem like it doesn't really take much of a brain to really, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like people are so much more than just that. Anyway, the poor security guard, the man's there to do a job. He's probably looking at it like, what the hell? Like this is. I'm not gonna say what he's probably thinking. Anyway, let me go to my shout-outs real quick because before I even go to my shout-outs real quick. It seems like folks want nothing more than for Cardi B and Offset to get back together because now
I heard he gave
there are
flowers.
all kinds of posts about what is it? Offset blessing Cardi B with what is it? 10,000
I don't think that should happen.
heart-shaped balloons for
who knows, man?
Day. Now look at
after
this
everything that's
picture
been
right
happening,
here.
Selena Powell and shit.
This is
Fuck
beyond
no.
petty. Offset reportedly surprised Cardi. Reportedly, I saw it somewhere else where it said allegedly surprised her anonymously, and I'm like, how do we know then it was him? It said with 10,000 heart shape. Y'all don't know what the number 10,000 means? That's 10,000. Look at the picture. It's not 10,000. Not only can they not count, but they
Oh,
I don't know why
balloon.
they're dying for these two to get back together. They obviously cheated on each other. I mean,
both.
One was caught.
I'm saying fuck no, hell
and then the
no.
other one got pregnant by somebody else. All while my understanding is they could still be even married.
I think Offset had babies outside
this in front of us.
with
Not
somebody
like
else.
hunt this stuff out. These people flaunt these things in front of us, and other people make false stories like this. I don't think Offset bought Cardi B 10,000 Valentine's Day.
I don't know. It kept on going crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But I think even seeing this story says that people want that to be true, and that becomes a question of why. Why would y'all want to see her get back with Offset?
That's what I'm saying, bitch.
I know there's a group that wants to see.
Y'all want to see niggas die? Because that's what's gonna lead.
Necessarily know if that's love as much as it is something.
Y'all want to
like
see
a
niggas
mental
die?
situation. When man, if she has a child by somebody else and she's sleeping with somebody, it's over.
It's over.
There's no way around. There's no way it could
even
successfully
before that. If it's on some good shit, it's over.
It's slim to nil. It's an improbability.
Over.
I damn near want to say
like a Range Rover, bitch.
That's just how I feel about it. Now, you could disagree if you want. I'm sure that there are women that have cheated out there, and then they stay locked in with their men because their men is safe to stay with, and they just kind of wanted to step out real quick. But even when a woman does that, I feel like she
I see
don't
some
even
flu
respect
shit
the man
going on,
the same.
and it's no bringing back from that shit.
You start seeing folks pick at people and stuff like that, and trying to villainize them so that they can justify their behaviors. But that's a whole nother discussion. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, we back. So y'all see for sure, bro. Y'all know like this beef, man, you never know. Like sometimes you might think it'd be fake beef. And that beef actually turns out to be real beef. Cause you know they've been beefing for a minute. And you know beef sells. So who knows? Until we see some like they both go back and forth on some internet shit, we really won't know. They might have a lot of conglomerate beef over church. He said type shit. But also we got Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs might be cooked. He got dropped by the Patriots. He going to court. He done got broken up. He back with his bum baby mama. I don't know what the fuck going on, bro. I don't know why niggas decided to move back after some bullshit. That's goofy shit. You gotta keep moving forward. But Cardi B and Offsett, I don't know if they moving back back and forth. I don't know. I seen a video where they talking they was in a different country together. I really don't know. You know, it's all speculation at the end of the day. But if we see some shit, we will speak on it. So that's how it went down. Hood and outside, big crippin' gang. That's our shit, man. Turn up.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.